It is Friday today and I want to bring you another airdrop farming update. Before we get into today's topics, because I received many questions about the StarMake gaming node, yes, I will provide the node guide for this project, but I have a few more videos planned for the weekend, so it will be latest on Monday, so you can expect it to be live within the next 3 days on my channel. Let's get into today's topics. The first one I wanted to mention is Aevo. Aevo now officially announced their airdrop. You can claim your airdrop if you use the Aevo trading platform, for example, by coming over to Aevo. You just click on the Aevo tab up here, and then your wallet has to be on the Ethereum mainnet, and you want to click on claim Aevo airdrop. Make sure you have enough funds on your wallet to claim this airdrop. It will cost you around 20 to 30 US dollars to claim it, and then you might want to send it over to an exchange to sell your Aevo tokens or whatever you want to do with them. Maybe you want to stake them. That's completely up to you. It is tradable, for example, on BitGet, which is my preferred exchange, or you can also send it, for example, to Binance. What I'm doing with my tokens, I didn't claim them yet. I'm just waiting for the weekend that the gas fees are lower. And I think Aevo currently is undervalued. So I will still sell some of it, so around 20% of my overall airdrop amount. I farmed on 3 wallets, got airdrop on all of them. How much it was, I will show you in the beginning of next month when I do my airdrop overview, how much I made for this month. And Aevo is currently at a market cap of 300 million US dollars, fully diluted value at around 2.8 billion US dollars. And there are currently just around 12% supply on the market. We can see 88% are still locked. And the next unlock event will be in 60 days. And if we compare Aevo to its biggest competitor, which is DYDX, which is currently trading at $3.60 and a market cap of 1.1 billion US dollars, fully diluted at 3.6, I think Aevo is undervalued, especially with the low supply, which will stay like this for another 60 days. So I think Aevo has some upside potential to get at least to 4 to 5 US dollars. It is of course important to pay attention to the numbers of revenue, to the numbers of traders. We saw that there has been massive volume over the last few farming weeks when they announced their airdrop farming boost and such kind of things. Now we dropped to 2.5 billion in the last week from the 10th to the 16th of March, so until tomorrow. And of course, we also saw a lower number of weekly unique traders. But Aevo is still more profitable than DYDX, and that's why I think Aevo will catch up at least to the prices of DYDX, if not more, because DYDX has currently around 30% of the supply on the market and Aevo just 12%. And that's why I personally expect the Aevo price to rise within the next 60 days. Next thing I wanted to talk about is Stride, because Stride now offers a liquid staking token for Dimension. I talked about my 3-in-1 strategy with Stride, Dimension, and Demex in a previous video. You might just want to watch it if you're interested in such things. And what I will do now, I unstake my Dimension tokens on Demex and liquid stake them on the Stride platform over here. And now I will just leave my stake Dimension tokens on Stride because they announced that they will give out an airdrop for all that hold the token liquid on their chain. And on Monday, you will also be eligible to receive this airdrop if you have your token on other chains, like for example on Osmosis. And as soon as they say, yeah, it's okay that you, for example, also provide your tokens on Carbon, which is the chain Demex is on, I will lend my token over there. You can see, for example, the Stake Dimension token is already available, but again, you won't receive any airdrops in form of the Stride token if you already lent your token on another chain. So I will just wait for the official announcement here. Next up on today's list is BlastOff. I made a complete guide on the Blast mainnet, which platforms I'm currently on. And BlastOff was not live at that time, but I already now staked my Ethereum in their so-called Y-Zone vaults. You can navigate by just clicking on this here and then stake your Ethereum in one of those 2 vaults. To mention that here, I, for example, staked my funds in the Generation 1 yield vault, and the other one was the so-called Future Yield Minter vault. And this one got exploited. Someone hacked the funds in the contract and stole them. And what they did over here, they refunded every single person within 24 hours. There was no long refunding process or anything. And they immediately start investigate things. And they even gave people a bonus on their ETH deposits. And that's what I like to see from a solid team, and gained even more trust from my side. So as I was staking my Ethereum in the other vault, I was not affected from all of this, but this shows how a solid and serious team handles things like this. So I will, of course, keep my Ethereum in those vaults to participate in the future off-token airdrop as well as in developer airdrop, which they will distribute to people who stake with them. So you can just provide your Ethereum by going down in this field, type in the amount of Ethereum you want to stake, confirm the transaction on your wallet, and that's already it. And then you also participate in their airdrop campaign or in their yield campaign, which you get on top here. Then we want to go from Blast mainnet to a Bitcoin layer 2 to B2 network specifically. They now close their deposits in their campaign where you can farm for their airdrop. And the TVL at that point was at around 660 million. And we had around 34k users. Of course, B2 network is in the shadow of Merlin Chain. Even they launched before, but Merlin Chain had way more traction because they offered more assets. And I think that's a good thing because the share of the airdrop here in this case will be bigger for all that participated and still do in this campaign. And the airdrop will most likely be distributed in the beginning of April because you will be able to earn more mining rig parts until the 31st of March. And you will be able to trade those mining rig parts in form of NFTs on a marketplace very soon. You can see that here. Your withdrawals will be available in April and you can't deposit anymore, but you still accumulate those mining rig parts. And one thing you can do in addition to all of this, I already showed you all the testnet tasks where you could farm points. You can now also go on Okapi because they just announced this partnership and mint this so-called testnet reputation NFT. So you just want to come over to Okapi, you want to connect your wallet, then follow their social accounts, write one review for that. For example, I did it for Orbiter, just wrote a few sentences, and then you are able to mint this NFT, which will be airdropped to your wallet and gives you another footprint on their testnet. Then another exciting thing which I wanted to talk about is Grass. They had this big announcement, which in my opinion wasn't that big. They just positioned themselves now as the data layer of AI, as a layer 2 on Solana. Yeah, this is quite bullish, of course, but the information I expected here is, for example, when airdrop, when token generation event, and when big partnerships or at least companies that buy this data, that we know what we are providing this data for. This would be interesting, of course. This is also a good announcement. And another thing which I wanted to show you in this video, if you ever heard about Whales Market, this is a protocol on Solana where you're able to trade your pre-market airdrops, or also they have a points market where, for example, you can offer your grass points which you're farming with your Chrome extension. That's why I filtered for grass here and the 100% filled offers, that we know what people already bought or what people already sold here in this case. And you can see some people are offering 50k points for an exchange value, for example, of 180 USDC. And those offers are between, I would say, 0.003 and 0.002. So if we calculate that here, if you're able, for example, to accumulate 1.5k to 2.5k points per day, this would be around 45k tokens per month. And if we type everything in and calculate that with a price of 0.002, this would be $90 per month, which you would farm with your Chrome extension. That's at least the price which people currently trade their points for. We might see a different price once they have the token generation event and potentially the airdrop. So keep an eye out what's going on here on Whales Market if you want to trade your points as well. Then we want to jump over to Manta Network because there is another airdrop we can farm for now. If you participated in Truth Seekers, which had their pre-sale already in September 2022, you're now able to unstake your tokens and bridge them over to Manta Network. You can do that by just jumping onto their Discord, use the bridge here, or basically first unstake your tokens, then you want to bridge them over through the official bridge. So you just come over to CetoSwap and bridge them over from the Binance Smart Chain to Manta, and you will get another token one-to-one, which is called the strategic AI token. And then you are able, for example, to provide it as liquidity on the platform paired with ETH or Manta tokens and farm for the airdrop, which will be offered on a weekly basis for all that bridge on the platform and also provide liquidity. So if you are a Truth token holder or want to just provide liquidity in ETH or Manta tokens paired with another token, you can do that here and farm for the Ceto token airdrop. Then for the last part of the video, I just wanted to mention 2 quests you want to do. First one is the next quest or the next task for the Linear Park campaign. They now again have 9 quests which you might want to do to farm those Linear XP. You should calculate with around 10 to 20 US dollars in fees, which you have to pay for minting those NFTs and transaction costs basically. and then you can complete this new task here as well. And the last one I wanted to show you is the new Aptos quest number 4. So if you already did, for example, the first 3 to qualify for a potential future Aptos airdrop, you can do this one here as well. You just have to do some social tasks here, and then you want to provide liquidity on the 2 platforms. You can just see that by extending their description over here. Then you want to provide those tokens. Then you have to fill out this Google form, and then you're already done with this quest. That should do it on today's overview. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below this video or jump in our community Telegram to exchange opinions with other people. If you liked today's video, hit the like button. That's it. Thanks for watching and see you in my next one.